Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. Now the future cream of South Africa's creative talents will gather to reveal the 21st Taung Cultural Calabash on Mmabana Centre in Mafikeng later today. The Taung Cultural Calabash began as a one-day event, but has since grown into the cultural event taking place in Taung. They are famous enough for the Taung Skull. In 1994, the vision to stir the pride of the community in their heritage. It has since grown into a great cultural spectacle, uncovering and showcasing the finest talent on offer in the Northwest Province. Now, to tell us more, we're joined by the CEO of Mmabana Arts and Culture Sports Centre, Moatlhodi Dilotso. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, mate.
Good, thank you. Let's talk about Taung Cultural Calabash. What is it and who's it aimed at?
The Taung Cultural Calabash is a unique arts and culture festival in terms of its offerings and its proposition. First conceptualized and held in 1994. The festival is a developmental platform through which Mmabana Arts, Culture and Sports Foundation goes on a provincial-wide endeavor to identify talent in a number of wide-ranging arts and culture genres, which talent, once identified, is offered an enabling platform to develop further, given the mandate of what Mmabana is. Mmabana Arts, Culture and Sports Foundation, as an entity of the Department of Arts, Culture and Traditional Affairs in the Northwest Province, is tasked primarily with the development of the artistic talent of the people of the Northwest and indeed the broader Republic as a whole.
All right, speak to us about auditions. I believe there's auditions you've held once before, and then today's Mmabana's district chance. Talk to us about those.
Well, there are 4 district auditions in the entire province, covering the Ngakamudiri Mulema district, the Dr. Ruth Mompati district, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda district, and Bojanala district. So far, we've been able to host 2 district auditions, starting in Taung. Last week, we were in Rustenburg, and this week, we are in Mafikeng, and next week, we'll be in Klerksdorp.
And how did those go, the first 2 auditions? We
have been able to attract talent which we think South Africa will be exposed to in years to come, both in the mid and long-term future.
Talk to us about today. What's going to happen today?
What is going to be happening today is that youth between the ages of 16 and 35 will gather at Mmabana Mafikeng. And at that particular event, they will go through auditions in a number of visual arts and performing arts genres.
Right.
And once there's been a selection process, the eventual district winners will now qualify to take place in the grand finale, which grand finale will be hosted in Taung from the 25th to the 27th of September 2015 during the Heritage Month.
All right. Now speak to us about your judging panel, who they are and why were they the best people for this job?
Right. Historically, Mmabana, as I indicated to you before, is the unofficial National Academy of the Creative Industries of South Africa. We are firmly convinced that we've got the best in-house talent to judge who the contestants with the best potential are. To that extent, we are now primarily using our in-house staff to be the judges in this respect. Some of them are household names, but we prefer to look at them as a collective staff establishment of Mmabana Arts, Culture and Sports Foundation.
No, I mean, give us details of today's. What time do you start? Where do people just go to Mafikeng? Give us those details.
Well, the registration commences at 8 o'clock, and then the activities will take place for the better part of today. And once we are done with Mafikeng today, we'll now move over to Klerksdorp next week.
And I mean, I saw we were in Taung, we were in Mafikeng on Wednesday. It's a buzz of activity there. Everything that you can think that's arts and culture. How do you keep something as an institution like Mmabana relevant and sustainable?
Well, Mmabana as an institution has evolved, and it's currently continuing to evolve. If you trace the origins of Mmabana, there were few genres offered in terms of both the performing and creative arts as well as artistic sports way back in 1986. But the entity has been able to grow in such a way that it has remained relevant in terms of the development of the creative industries within the context of both the province and the Greater Republic of South Africa. To that extent and order, that is why Mmabana continues to attract a lot of talent. And like I normally say, at times, we are the only cultural institution in South Africa that has got the temerity and the audacity to provide for a recent dance competition on TV, a judge and 2 professional dancers.
All right, we have to cut it short, but thank you so much for talking to us. Mmabana Arts and Culture Sports Foundation CEO Moatlhodi Dilotso speaking to us about the Taung Cultural Calabash taking place at Mmabana Taung. All it's already taking place. It's today. The audition starting at 9 o'clock this morning.